As a part of the 22nd edition of the FIFA World Cup 2022, the tournament will be held in Qatar from November the 20th to December the 18th, and as this will be the first FIFA World Cup to be hosted in the Middle East, it will certainly go down as one of the most memorable tournaments in the history of the FIFA World Cup. As a result, this will be the second FIFA World Cup hosted in Asia. Japan and South Korea co-hosted the 2002 FIFA World Cup. There will be 64 matches at the FIFA World Cup 2022 in 8 stadiums in 5 Qatari cities. According to previous announcements, 8 stadiums will be utilized to host matches during the FIFA World Cup 2022 that will take place in Qatar. Each of these stadiums has been allocated within a 55-kilometer radius of Doha, the capital city of Qatar, which makes the stadiums ideal for hosting matches during the World Cup. According to FIFA's website, the following venues will host the World Cup: Lusail Iconic Stadium in Lusail, Al Bayt Stadium in Al Khor, Al Janoub Stadium in Al Wakra, Ahmad bin Ali Stadium, Khalifa International Stadium in Al Rayyan, Education City Stadium, Stadium 974, and Al Thumama Stadium. In the last 3 years, almost all the stadiums were constructed to accommodate the FIFA World Cup, except for Khalifa International Stadium. They have all been rated 5 stars by the Global Sustainability Assessment System, and they use state-of-the-art climate control facilities to maintain a comfortable temperature. In order to stay up to date with future constant uploads and anything and everything about the world, we recommend that you like channel name, as well as click the bell icon or the notification button. As a result, you will be able to watch all of our videos and always find the most interesting content. You'll be able to expect more mind-boggling informative videos like this one. After almost a month of the FIFA World Cup 2022 in Qatar, one of Qatar's 7 newly built stadiums is going to completely disappear. Due to the weather conditions in Qatar, this year's 32-country football tournament has been moved to the winter, marking a change for soccer's world stage, which occurs every 4 years. It was still necessary to incorporate cooling technologies, retractable roofs, and shade-offering designs into the construction of the upgraded stadiums, regardless of the circumstances. One of Qatar's existing venues was repurposed, and 7 new ones were constructed, so that 64 games could be played there between November the 20th and December the 18th. One venue was built by Qatar from 974 shipping containers by world-famous stadium designers, and many other venues will shrink after the event due to Qatar's hiring of world-class stadium designers to create Arab-inspired designs. This video will be focusing on the engineering and technological achievement of the 8 stadiums that are hosting the World Cup in Qatar this year, 2022. 1. Al Bayt Stadium. On November the 20th, the World Cup kicks off at Al Bayt Stadium, which was built in 2021 under Dar Al Handasa's design and will also host a semi-final match. The retractable roof of PTFE, polytetrafluoroethylene, woven fiberglass membrane will complement cooling technologies, mimicking tents historically used by nomadic people in Qatar and the Gulf region. As a result of the World Cup, the 60,000-seat stadium will be downsized to 40,000 seats. Seats from the upper tier will be repurposed for other sporting facilities around the world after the modular upper tier is removed. Besides the green space surrounding the venue, the upper concourse will also be converted into a 5-star hotel. The stadium will contain a food court, a gym, a multi-purpose hall, and a sports medicine hospital as well as a shopping centre. 2. Lusail Iconic Stadium. A design by Foster & Partners and Populous inspired the largest stadium for the tournament, which will host the championship match. An architectural design inspired by the light and shadow of the Fanar lantern, the facade features triangular panels and steel frames with additional decorations that mimic regional artistic bowls. 3 tiers of seating have been added to the seating bowl as it opened in 2022. PTFE roofing lets light into the grass field while protecting it from warm wind and dust, as well as offering shade to lessen the pressure on the air conditioning units. The upper tier may become an outdoor terrace for new homes. Qatar says the venue could become affordable housing units, a food outlet, a health clinic, or even a school after the tournament. Ahmad bin Ali Stadium. As part of its 40,000-seat capacity, the 40,000-seat venue, which opened in 2020, features a glowing facade designed by Rambol and Pattern Design that incorporates indigenous patterns, such as those found on the dunes of the sand dunes, as an integral part of its design. More than 90% of the construction materials were reused or recycled from the old stadium, and trees were relocated to other locations. 20,000 seats will be removed after the World Cup and repurposed for other sporting events. In the future, a soccer team from the local area will use the site to play their games. Al Janoub Stadium. The retractable roof of the stadium will be repurposed after the World Cup, which will allow the stadium to accommodate 20,000 more seats than it already does. As a reminder of the city's seafaring past, the 40,000-seat stadium was designed in the style of traditional dhow boat sails. It weighed 416 tons before it was lifted and welded together. 6 temporary frame systems were used to build the roof, which was lifted and welded together using 6 temporary frames. Steel wires are used to open and close the steel structure. In order to design the stadium, Zaha Hadid Architects and AECOM collaborated together as part of the architectural design process. 5. Al Tumama Stadium. There are white exteriors to this apartment building that stand out against the green surroundings, so that it symbolizes the traditional Middle Eastern woven cap, the Ghafiya cap. In an effort to provide a nod to culture, the Ghafiya style is paired with cooling technology to provide protection against the sun's penetrating rays, making it more than just a nod to culture, as the design is coupled with cooling technology. 20,000 seats will be removed from the upper stands at the World Cup as a result of the tournament in order to construct a boutique hotel with a view of the field. 6. Education City Stadium. Architects Fenwick Iribarren Architects worked together with Pattern Design to create the facade for the 40,000-seat stadium, in which the pattern of triangles formed a diamond-like geometric pattern that appears to change color when the sun moves across the sky, making the facade mimic the appearance of the sun. Change color at different times of the day. As part of the establishment of a sports hub for locals following the World Cup, 20,000 seats will be removed, and the top tier can be used as classrooms. On the same facade at night, there will be a digital light show that will be displayed. 7. Khalifa International Stadium. To prepare this stadium to host the 2022 World Cup, an original architect for the stadium has redeveloped it, as he prepared it for the global stage of 2022. Originally constructed in 1976, this stadium has since been repurposed as the only one to host the World Cup, and has been redeveloped by Dar al-Handasa. A canopy was used in order to support the integration of the cooling system in the stadium by leaving the dual arches intact and joining them together with a canopy. With this expansion, there are now over 40,000 seats inside the stadium, and LED lighting has been installed to enhance the fans' experience. Additionally, there is a tier of 10,450 seats added to this stadium in order to enhance their experience. 8. Stadium 974. Upon completion of the World Cup, when the stadium has been completed, it will be completely removed, as it is constructed primarily from modular steel and 974 shipping containers, which, interestingly, is the international dialing code for that region. The colourful array of containers, designed by Fenwick Iribarren Architects, were meant to celebrate Qatar's history of international trade and seafaring, and the modularly designed saved materials in addition to serving everything from concessions to stairs. As part of the venue's seating bowl, natural breezes will be used for ventilation rather than cooling technology. To ensure that the seating experience is as comfortable as possible, the materials for the venue were delivered in the same containers that are currently being used for storage by most members of the venue. And that concludes the 8 lavishly beautiful FIFA World Cup 2022 stadiums. If you liked this topic, consider giving us a like. For more content similar to this, you can hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on notifications by pressing the bell icon to be kept updated on new uploads. We'll see you in the next video. Goodbye for now.